What's up, guys? Welcome back to Passive Base. Of course, it's great to be back. Welcome back to the subscribers. And of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel just yet, please consider hitting the subscriber button down below, especially if you enjoy the content that we produce. It really motivates me to keep making videos when I see the subscriber count going up and up and up. I see that you guys enjoy the product that I put out. Guys, this is not financial advice whatsoever. So anything that you see here in the video, please just do your own research as you're doing right now by watching this video, and decide for yourself if it's the right thing for you to do or not. With that out of the way, let's get it started. Today, I do have a coin that I'm pretty excited about. It's a network, and that network is called Fuse Network. It's kind of under the radar right now, which I absolutely like. It's a little riskier because there's not a ton of hype, but it's building. The product speaks for itself. There's a lot of usability within the ecosystem already. I think it's undervalued at a $52 million market cap based on other networks like it. So I want to kind of go ahead and show it to you guys, and you can make your own decision and your thoughts on what you think about it. I like it. I'm invested, and let's go ahead and get it started. All right, guys, so we're here on CoinGecko, and you can see Fuse has appreciated today about 40%. Even though the markets are a little choppy, it's still holding on there and making gains. This is really good to see. If you were in our Patreon, I actually alerted the Patreon group when Fuse was at about 25 cents. So whoever took advantage and bought it then, they're in profit now. I still believe that Fuse is undervalued, and that's why I'm making this video. It's only at a $52 million market cap, which is really low, especially based on other networks that function like this. Fuse right now actually already has a lot of in its ecosystem, so it's you actually have a use case to actually use Fuse, and there is an incentive to actually use it. We're gonna get to that in a little bit, but let's go ahead and take a look at some statistics based on price right now and see where it was and where it's at now. So Fuse was at its lowest point at 0.004, and that was before a fork happened. So a fork happened with Fuse recently where it changed from it focusing on payments only, and it changed to kind of a Ethereum virtual machine network. So that's where the price appreciation really happened, and that's why we see this these graphs going up quite quickly here. Some consolidation, and then next leg up is happening now, and that's why not a lot of people know about that. This is not a brand new coin, but it did have a fork of its original concept, okay, which makes this very, very useful now, this network very useful. Let's go ahead and get it started, guys. So let's go to the website. Here it is, fuse.io. You can go on there, and it's going to lead you into all the functionalities and all the information that you need to know about Fuse. But just to not make this video too long, we're going to go straight to the point. If you buy Fuse and you want to stake it to earn passive income, you can. If you want to use it to yield farm, you can. So there's yield farming, there is staking. You can use it to borrow. So like something like Compound or Ovid, they have that in here already. A lot of companies and projects that you should kind of be somewhat familiar with. You're going to see a lot of friendly faces here already. So let's go to the Fuse ecosystem so you can see it. This is why I'm excited, and that at $52 million market cap, I think it's undervalued just based on the partnerships and integrations within the ecosystem. So Ramp Network, I'm not going to go read through all of these, but I'm going to touch bases on the ones that I think the general public should know if you're doing some crypto. So you should already know Chainlink is pretty big. That's with them now. Boston Protocol, Orion Protocol, Montreal. Let's keep DApp Radar, DApp.com. DApp.com is actually a validator where you can stake with this validator to earn passive income. Staking rewards. Dex Tools, that's big. So Dex Tools, if you're familiar with meme coins and all the stuff that's going on within Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, Dex Tools has a lot of data that degens, which is people that are really into these meme coins, need in order to make decisions of actually taking a trade or getting out of a trade. It's very used, and it's something that's going to bring a lot more eyes onto Fuse Network. I'm assuming that once because they're a partner, they will launch Fuse network within their main page, so you can see the graphs on the tokens that are on the Fuse network. Once that happens, a lot more people will be aware of Fuse that were not aware before. So this is going to bring a lot of eyes onto this. All right, and if we keep going, we can see for DeFi, Fuse Swap, that's there. Here's the second big thing here. So Sushi Swap, if you're you should be familiar with Sushi Swap. So Sushi Swap is the biggest thing next to Uniswap, right? If some people may argue it's bigger than Uniswap now because it's available on so many chains, it's also making its way here to Fuse network. So they're building a very strong ecosystem. I'm not going to go on, but if you want to check out all the ecosystems partners, you can go on to ecosystems right there and click on that, or you can just go on here, and if you like logos, you could see all their logos. Some people remember these projects by logos and not by name, so you can just scroll through them and kind of look it over here. Their list, you can buy Fuse on Gate.io. And this is another point that I want to make. It's not available on too many exchanges. Actually, the biggest one is Gate.io. So it hasn't even made its way to these bigger exchanges like KuCoin and things like that. Once it gets a little bit bigger, I think we're going to see some major listings. And once we see that, we're going to probably see even more price appreciation on Fuse, okay? So that's for that. And again, if you want to use it, you can just add it to MetaMask, just like you add other networks like Avalanche, Binance Smart Chain, and Phantom and Matic. You just add it the same way, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at the next thing here, which is staking. This is one of the reasons I wanted to make a video on this now, just because farming, if you provide liquidity, Fuse and wrapped Ethereum on here, it's about a 200% APY right now, which is pretty great. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So if you want to go into the DeFi stuff, you just go to fuse.fi or just go getting started and you click on fuse.fi here. Once you do that, you come into this home page, you click enter dApp. All right, so once you click that button, you're going to land here. This is the main page for all things DeFi within the Fuse network. This should look familiar to you guys. It kind of looks like Uniswap, PancakeSwap type of thing. This is a DEX, a decentralized exchange. And here you can do anything from providing liquidity to a pair. You can lend, you can borrow, you can stake your coin. So there's a lot of options to earn more Fuse. I'll show you what I'm doing, and then you can decide for yourself what you want to do. But first, let's go ahead and take a look here on what's the network looking like. What's the growth of this decentralized exchange on the Fuse network, and if it's growing or if it's just steadily staying where it's at, or if it's declining. This is nice to see just because we can have an idea of where this is heading. So let's go ahead and take a look. LP is actually growing quite a bit. As you can see here, we're looking at about $2.7 million worth of LP liquidity, people providing liquidity onto the network, onto the DEX right now. And the volume, it's actually up 165%. So there's a lot of swaps happening within this DEX, which is great. So if you're providing LP, you're definitely earning those swap fees. And if you're staking them, you're earning swap fees with any APY incentivized by Fuse. This is great to see. And let me show you what I'm doing. I'm providing LP here on the Fuse network, because if you provide LP here on the Fuse network, bridge your tokens over to the Fuse network and provide it here, you're going to earn more APY than if you do it elsewhere. They give you the option of keeping your funds on, let's say, if you have funds on the Ethereum network, you can actually provide liquidity on Uniswap and then just still stake it to earn passive income. Or if you have it on the Binance Smart Chain, you could still stake it on the Binance Smart Chain on PancakeSwap itself and still earn Fuse tokens, which is pretty awesome. Back here, if you want to earn the Fuse rewards, you click on here and it gives you the options just like what I just said. So if you want to just to do it on the Ethereum mainnet, you can do that. If you have your funds on the Binance, you could just use PancakeSwap, but I just bridged over my tokens to Fuse Swap on the Fuse network. To do that, it's very simple. You go back here and you click bridge. Make sure you are on the network where your fees are at. So if you wanted to bridge over tokens from the Ethereum network, you can just go ahead and choose Ethereum on here on MetaMask, and then you can choose whichever token you want to bridge over, select the amount and click bridge. It would bring your tokens to the network. And then if you wanted to bridge out Fuse, of course, you'd have to select Fuse. And once you select Fuse, it gives you which destination you want to bridge out to. So if you wanted to bridge out to Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain, you select that, and then you'd select whichever token you wanted. And you click max, and then you'd transfer to that network. Very smooth, very good. I found it very user-friendly, so I love it. But yeah, so I bridged over funds from Ethereum onto Fuse. I bridged over wrapped Ethereum, and I bridged over Fuse, which I bought on Uniswap. Once I did that, I went to pool, and I went to add liquidity, and I selected my Fuse and my wrapped ETH. And once, of course, there's no wrapped ETH here right now because I've already supplied it. But if I was to do this balance that I have left over here, I'd need an additional 1.3 Ethereum to pair it together with this. So if I had that, I'll just go ahead and click provide LP. And then once the LP is confirmed and it's provided, then you'd go ahead, click home, go back to rewards, click on Fuse Swap here, and then you can see the APYs. So in this case, what we did was wrap Ethereum in Fuse. So you can see that the APY is about 234%, which is really great because this is not really like a shit token that provides you with like 10,000% APY or anything like that. So this is a little safer. So you'd go ahead after you have those LP tokens. You can see there, that's my LP tokens there because I already staked. You'd click select, and then you would show your balance with a balance of LP tokens here. You click 100%, and then you click deposit. Once you do that, then you start earning some passive income and rewards in Fuse. You can see already accumulated about 672 Fuse since I started doing this. And Fuse right now is at about 43 cents, which is great. This is good passive income. And then if you click on stats, you can see the total rewards for this pool and how much LP total is deposited into this pool and how many, what's the duration of this farm. But that's really neat. So I like it. If this wasn't here, I would be buying Fuse just to have it anyway. So this is here and I'm just taking advantage of it. Okay. But let's say you don't want to provide liquidity, you want to stake it. You can go ahead and click on staking here. That means you don't have to have like another pair of token to pair together with Fuse. You just have Fuse and you just want to earn more Fuse. You can go ahead and click staking. Once you click on staking, this is where you would be able to choose the validator. So like dap.com is very reliable, right? Do your own research on these. They do take a fee of 15% and the uptime running. This is very important. And you can see dap.com is 99.9%. So they're running pretty much all the time. And then you can click stake. This pops up and you can go ahead and stake 100%. And it does give you a projected rewards for the 1 year based on how many people are staking with them. But I'm not going to do that right now. So you just click stake and the APY is about 24%. So it's less than over 200. But again, you're not providing two pair of tokens. So your exposure is less. So there's actually a little less risk. So if you're doing like 2 tokens, you're exposed a little bit more unless you're doing a stable coin. But yeah, so this is really neat. You could do that too if you want to earn more Fuse. So you can see there's so much that you could do on here right now. And there's a lot more coming, like Sushi Swap, Dex Tools, and things like that. And it's just exciting. It's a little early, so I'm excited to be doing this. The price is very undervalued for what it's offering. It's something fun to do, especially when it's early like this. And in regards to cost effectively bridging over funds to Fuse, you can use Binance Smart Chain as an on-ramp. So just bridge in funds from Binance Smart Chain instead of from Ethereum. Just go ahead and go to your favorite exchange like KuCoin or Binance, buy BNB, transfer it to your MetaMask, and then you bridge over from your MetaMask to Fuse. That way you're going to pay a lot less fees. You would have bridged tokens from Ethereum. Gas fees right now are about $200. So you could do it like that. This is awesome, guys. So take advantage of it, take a look at it, see if you like it. And again, you can do lending on here too, right? If you go to All Out Finance here, you can go ahead and switch to Fuse there. And this is All Out Finance, and you can go ahead and supply any funds that you want to let people borrow and earn an APY on there. So Fuse right now paying about 3%. So let's actually go ahead. I have Fuse here, so I can't do all because I won't have any funds left for gas fees. So let's go ahead and do this. My keyboard ran out of battery, so I have to do this. So let's do 15,000, and we're going to supply. And this is good because you guys can see how fast the network is working. And the fee too, look, it's very little, 0.000196 Fuse for those gas fees. Let's go ahead and confirm. And there you go. It's done. I've supplied $6,300 worth of LP, not LP, but funds for people to borrow. And I'm earning about 3% on that, which is pretty great. So I'll have all of this working for me, and hopefully the price of Fuse appreciates together with it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I know this is not a full tutorial on how to do everything in the DeFi ecosystem, but if you're already familiar with that, this is just an introduction of what tools are available to you in other networks that are, in my view, undervalued, like the Fuse network, and they provide just as good of a service that other networks provide. Thank you so much. Until next time.